Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood pastor KP here. Hope all is well with you, and I hope you're staying strong in the Lord. Welcome to Free Doulos TV. Thank you very much for being a subscriber. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing the content as well. The messages that you have sent in the chat windows or by email, appreciate it. And just continue to support and for those who are watching but you have not become a subscriber yet, appreciate it. So this has been an interesting journey with Free Doulos TV and some of the things that while I'm recording, something had noise had to be outside, right? The journey, it's been interesting. That's what I was saying. And the reason I'm saying that is simply because, I find myself in a situation since the pandemic, doing things that are not popular, saying things that are not popular. Normally, as Christians, we're told just to, be, especially as an Adventist, just be good Adventist Christians. Keep your mouth shut. Just obey our leaders and obey the laws of the land, and you'll be fine. You just live an even keel life, and you'll be fine, right? But I'm no radical. I am not, this boisterous person or anything like that. But when I see injustice, I'm going to stand up for it, and I'm going to speak out, right? Of course, I get there is some trepidation. I'm a bit timid at times, but I'll still speak up because it's the right thing to do. And with this pandemic and all things surrounding it, the vanilla, right? The companies that are producing the vanilla, the PB company, right? Call them the peanut butter company, the margarine company, that's company M, the jelly and jelly company, right? Which the third phase of that company was done in our hospital system here, Florida Health, or yeah, I think it's Florida Health. Used to be Adventist Health, I think. Adventist Health, sorry, yeah, Adventist Health. Used to be Florida Hospital. And of course, the Apple Zac company, right? Yeah, it's censorship. I have to be using certain terms when I come on YouTube and other social media platforms. It's still taboo. There are individuals out there who are still telling people to be quiet and don't say anything. So, but I'm still bringing the information to you, and I'm being very careful. I'm also on Rumble. I'll put the link in the description box. So whatever I do here for YouTube, I'm going to upload it to Rumble so that you'll have a link from me there. You just never know. Right now, YouTube is claiming that we don't censor, but whatever. And we should know this as Seventh-day Adventist Christians, the world that we live in, they're orchestrating things now where everybody's coming together to make life more difficult for individuals, and they're controlling people much better. The pandemic has given them a great opportunity to do that. All right. Don't want to waste too much time in these preambles. I want to get straight into what I want to say here, and that's the documents. So remember, the court, God worked it out where the courts forced the FDA to release these documents, and they had information about the problems, but they lied, right? Regulatory agencies lied, they lied, and the CDC lied, right? And all these individuals who are out there claiming, what do they say? Um, Safe and effective, or whatever other terms they're using to get us to believe this thing is just madness and nonsense. I'm going to share a passage of scripture. It is coming from Galatians. Let's see here, chapter 5, right? And there is something that I want to share from here. So Paul here is talking to the Galatians, and he said in 19, the works of the flesh are evident, and then he gives you a list of vices, right? Sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, right? This is the vice list. And then he continues to verse 21. It says here, I warn you, right? Or and things like these. I warn you, as I warned you before, those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. Those who do such things. Let's look at this particular word here, right? The word sorcery. We are going to check that word, and I want to show you something. So the word that is used for sorcery right here is the word pharmakeia, right? That's the word for sorcery. But, and some of you may have heard, but you've never seen somebody actually pull it up, right? So that's the Greek word right here, right? That's a C. I'm remembering my Greek letters: alpha, rho, mu, alpha, um, kappa, epsilon, iota, alpha, right? So pharmakeia. It means medicine, medicine, drugs. Down here, administer drugs, right? Properly, drug related, sorcery, drug related, like practice of magical arts. So for those of you who are from the Caribbean, well, they'd like to mix in natural medicines with this sorcery stuff. But, the word pharmacy, right, comes from this word, pharmakeia, right? So pharmaceutical companies, pharmacies that, in our neighborhoods and things of that nature. So the medicines that we're looking at right now, right, I'd like to suggest to you that, there's a whole bunch of, uh, sorcery going on, right? A whole bunch of witchcraft when it comes to what they are doing. People are under a spell, no matter how many problems we're facing, right? Um, People just continue to believe that, this world is out for their good. Some people are, but a lot of individuals are out for greed. They're out to uh, destroy. They want power. They want control, right? And because of that, right, we have what we have right now with the pandemic, where there is an attempt to hurt and to harm individuals, and as Christians we cannot stand for that. So, and that's one of the reasons why I do the things that I do and I'm doing, right? Remember this list here it is, a list of sorcery, right? Medicines, a pharmakeia, right? The medicines here that people got, and all that sort of stuff. And right now we have an outbreak of the MP, or the mpox. We have an outbreak of it. One particular thing that is associated, when I was looking at, here's the word right here, I can't say it on YouTube, I don't know if they're gonna censor me, right? They talk about fever, aches, right? And blisters, right? Blisters right here. This is actually in on the list as well. Let me see if I can pull it up. And by the way, the pages are numbered right here. So they're numbered. This is page 31. Don't worry about this one here. Page 31, right? So there are blisters associated with this thing as well. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Here it is: autoimmune blistering, right? Autoimmune blistering disease, right? You got a lot of that, right? As far as this particular thing is concerned, I think, of course, with what we're looking at here, we're looking at the damage of the immune system, right? So, people are more susceptible to a whole lot of other things, right? But I just wanted to point that out. If I pick up on anything else regarding the MP or the mpox, right, then what I will do is that I will, drop another video and pointed out. So this blistering, this is page, okay, this is page 31. Yeah, so this is actually page 31 right here. So that's the reference, all right? We hear about shingles, right? So I took the time to look up another word for shingles. So when I looked up another word for shingles, I don't know if I had said this in the last video, but even if I did, so be it. I'll say it again, right? Um, I'm typing in the word here that that they give, right? Sometimes this thinking. All right, here it is. This is what they speak about when they talk about shingles. This is the other term for shingles right here. Um, herpes zoster. And notice I have here 23 hits, right? 23 hits. And they give you the numbers that are associated with it here. See, 259. And then they go down to this one here, ophthalmic ZOS 10. Now, this is a very small clinical trial, right? Now, millions of people have this thing. So you can imagine these numbers now, which we're getting it. See, look at this, all of this, right? See them? Right here, disseminated Varicella virus, right? All of that, okay? There it is again, all right? I'm just highlighting as we go along here. Genital herpes zoster, right? So you hear about these shingles and you're wondering how it's connected. All of a sudden there's an outbreak. All of a sudden, everybody, everywhere. Um, right here, right here. Just showing you what herpes zoster, cutaneous disseminated herpes zoster infection, neurological, zoster meningitis, herpes zoster, meningiocephalitis, herpes zoster, meningomyelitis. My apologies, but some of these terms I don't even know, but it's unfortunate because people are suffering as a result of it, right? Look at this ophthalmic herpes zoster. You just got to look these up. Check the link, right? And go look it up, right? Look at that. All of these things here. It's just crazy. Um, Dealing with the virus, and of course, we went back to the top here. I want to throw something else in here as well. Um, you've heard about this virus here. That is something else, man. God allows us to find these things or to make this thing come out. It says here, look at this. I remember this virus here. Remember it? It's all of a sudden we see it coming out again, right? Associated Guillain-Barré syndrome. See that? Zika. Look at that. Just want to point out some other things here. Vocal cord paralysis. Look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Vocal cord paralysis. Vocal cord paresis. Right? Um, a lot of people don't realize that these things are actually right here in this document. I'm going to show you one more thing and then we'll end this presentation here. Let's see here. You've heard about Marburg, right? Well, here it is. Marburg's variant multiple sclerosis, right? It is crazy, crazy. All of it right here in the document. Middle East respiratory syndrome, MERS. Look at this. MERS. All over this thing. MERS, 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 MERS. This is just straight wickedness. Let me stop sharing this thing here and go back here. Just straight wickedness that we are dealing with in this world. We were told that, we should believe, and people believe, and this is what they're getting. And for those who didn't believe and chose to do something different, they are still being attacked. There's still some of them haven't gotten their jobs back, and they're still out there. But to those individuals, God has your back. God is still in control, and no matter what man does, right? God is more powerful than man. Nebuchadnezzar tried to build a kingdom in his image, right? Uh, the Tower of Babel, when they tried to build a tower to heaven, no matter what man tries, right? God is always there to tear it down. And we didn't have this information. Now we have this information. So just to show you how things are connected and the kind of wicked world that we're in. All right. Take care of yourself. Until next time, this is KP here from Free Do Lost TV. If you like the content, subscribe, share it, leave a comment, leave a like as well. And it is well appreciated. Take care of yourself. Only what you do for Christ will last.